This is how you can run dollar or dime defenses at the highest of levels versus the best of players. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how I personally run my dollar or dime defenses for some of the best players in the world. Break it down with the Epic Pen feature that we use here at TMA, the Madden Academy, and I'm going to be playing Civil in this matchup. So first things first, he's going to hit us with a run. Why he did that, to get to a hash so he can run his plays in a specific order. Make sure his plays and his alignment are perfect. See right here, we're going to come out on the double safety go found in the dime and dollar defense. And why we do this is to get these safeties. I'm going to pause it real quick. Get these safeties right here. You're going to count them up real quick. Got one safety right here, two safety right here. Get these guys in the box. And if you look right here, this is a very intimidating look. It's very hard to throw anything in this area of the field, or even like down in this area right here, right? We got like safeties are gonna drift back into this area. I know it was a little the drawings aren't the best, but yeah, that's why I like to run this defense. Safeties are in the box. Seam streaks are one of the best zone routes in the game, and if you don't know about them, what people will do, just seam you up the middle right here. These defenders right here will sometimes not react to the seam streak. So yeah, that's why we bring these safeties in the box by running double safety go and then audibling to whatever defense we want to run. So first things first, we are playing Civil, a high-level Madden player, one of the best Madden players in the world. And let's see what he gets us for today. See right here, great defense. I'm going to cut the playback and show you what adjustments I had on the field. See right here. I'll pause it real quick. 1 second. Boom. We're just running a stock cover 4. And, these cover 4 zones, you see right here, they're going to play back here, play back here. I do have a hook curl on the field right here, this hook defender. What that guy's going to do is pretty much he's on a 5 zone drop. So what he's going to do is play this whole little quadrant right here. And what routes are really expected in this quadrant are like zig routes to R1, like smash return or dig return, bench pivot, and more importantly, like a wheel route to this guy right here, which would be the tight end going out on this, this wheel route up in this seam. So what I'm doing is manning myself up to the running back. If he's out on a route, I'll switch stick to maybe this guy right here. But if he's not, I'm able to user him for the entirety of the play. A lot of guys like to dump him off in this table route right there. And yeah, that's kind of my thought process right now. Hard flat to kind of guard this flat area of the field. And if he does have a corner out going from here to there, I'm going to cut it off with Christian Gonzalez right there. So cover 4, make him work up the field and see what type of plays he likes. Let's get into the play itself. We saw what it was. It was a tight end drag. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to take acknowledgement of that and adjust for that. So he did run the play I was expecting him to. One of the plays I was expecting him to, it was smash return. And everything on the field played what it had to do. The only thing I didn't do right was instead of manning myself up to the running back, the tight end, I accidentally manned myself up to this guy right here. So with doing that, I maybe should have put this defender down into a hard flat to guard the drag. But I had nothing for the drag. He actually makes a great read. The hook curl played great versus that zig route. First down on him. I'm making sure to take a mental note of the plays that he runs every down. Switch up my zone drops when I need to. And once more, you see right here, boom, safeties are in the box. I move them back a step just so they don't get beat deep down here or, in this area right here. I do run cover 4 again. I love cover 4. It's a nice defense to switch stick to, and it just makes your opponent work up the field. So right here, Civil, what he ends up doing is something new. What he ends up calling is verticals. And I do the same adjustments again. That's something you see quite a bit from me. Cover 4, I have this hook curl on 5, and he's going to guard this area of the field. But I'm doing this for a reason. I want to see what plays he's calling. Right here he goes 1 fade, 2 fade. Had I run a cover 2, which he was expecting, he might have had this guy right here, maybe for a touchdown down here. But instead, I do have the deep blue from Night Train Lane. And yeah, it's like a nice defense to kind of see what your opponents are going to run and adjust with. You see right here, I do actually have an amazing switch stick to kind of put Derwin James in position, and I switch stick back to Javon Holland. But by then, I get pressure, send it 4. Right here, he's going to flip his bunch and hit short side now. So, you know, I'm picking up on the tells. I kind of know what he wants to do. If you see right here, I'm just wait for my player to show again. Actually, does not show, but boom, I put this guy in a deep third. This is a new adjustment you could do with your safeties without having to do the package. What I want him to do is kind of guard this whole area of the field. More specifically, I was expecting like verticals or maybe something like a corner route. But you're going to see he's going to end up going up here, and then he's going to cut it back on a speed out. I have a hard flat. Why I have the hard flat is to guard this tight end drag coming across the field. And then I think he goes streak right here with a post, or I think he keeps like the little in route, zig route. And yeah, honestly, it's a good play. I switched it up right here. Since he was on the short side of the field, I didn't want to let him throw any type of flat, so I go cover 2. And let's see what he ends up calling and what he ends up getting. So that's just something like like someone goes short side, I know they want to throw a speed out, right? And he actually ends up completing it. So everything was covered for the most part. I want to say he might have had this post to Amon-Ra, number 14. He was going to have him, but, you know, with switch stick, my user, I was there. Everything else was covered, so I got to take away that speed out. Next time it's on the short side of the field, I got to be ready for that play. So right here, once more, he flips his bunch. I'm looking for this guy right here, Javon Holland. I'm looking for him to kind of scream through this A gap on this play. That's what the setup I'm going to be in. And I'm going to run a little like cover 3, cover 4 hybrid. Make him work up the field once more. It's still like the third or fourth play. I got to, you know, figure out what plays and tendency he wants to call. And right here, we don't get the pressure, but we do play phenomenal defense, and ends up being a throwaway. And on to second down. So once more, he's on the right hash. We're going to send this guy, Javon Holland. We are going to send him on the pressure. Excuse me. And we actually have played phenomenal defense with our switch stick. Once more, we ran that cover 4. I'm going to rewind the tape for you guys, kind of show you what the coverage is. Cover 4. Why people run these, you know, this cover 4 is, you know, we're going to get these 2 deep blues to kind of like go into these nice, like congested areas where people want to throw these posts, right? You know, kind of like in this area right here, this area right here. So with that, let's just make an example real quick. You know, they want to, let me erase that, make it a little more clear. These guys want to put their routes and, you know, concepts like on posts, you know, and then maybe some underneath stuff. So like a very common concept, something he ran was like a drag coming across the middle, 2 drags actually, and then what that would pretty much do is occupy the user, and what they're going to be able to do is throw this post in this sweet spot of the field and try to undercut it. But now with switch stick, you are able to kind of play both the underneath and the over the top, depending on how good you really are with it. You see right here, boom, we play the hard fly on the right side, and we actually have a great switch stick. Thankfully for us, he doesn't catch it, but that's why I like the cover 4, because the quarters are in the right spot of the field. You will sometimes get dotted up, but if you have a nice switch stick, a nice anticipation, you are able to take away those deep posts that have been so killer. The high-low reads have been so killer for so many Maddens at this point. Right here, 3rd and 10, same thing. You see, I'm bending and I'm not breaking. We actually run DB fire right here, and why I did that, because my free safety zone A gap was not coming in. So what we're gonna end up doing right here is getting a little aggressive. You're gonna see right here, we are gonna send the pressure. You can see these 2 guys right here are blitzing, causing him to, you know, at least speed up the process. You can see right here, boom, we're gonna have our yellow zone on a 5. You can see right here, he's on a yellow. He's gonna kind of guard this whole like area of the field right here. Anything from this guy coming across, he's going to pick up. Anything from maybe like this guy coming across, he's going to pick up. And I want to say I put this guy right here in a quarter. So he's going to guard this seam. This guy's in a you know, a flat. He's going to guard this like hole down here. And then this guy and this guy, I want to say I ran cover 4. This guy's going to back off. This guy's going to back off. Or I might have him in a cover 2, so he might play underneath. See how it plays out right here, what kind of concept he runs, type of look we get. Boom, we're going to switch it up. And yeah, we play amazing defense right there. So I'm going to rewind it, kind of show you what he may have had, what he didn't, type of look I gave. So boom. I actually think I went a deep half right here. He drifts back a little too far. The vert hook and the hard flat, I know they're kind of guarding, you know, the same thing, but I kind of needed it to, because right, if I played only the hard flat, this drag was going to be open. If I only played the hook curl, this drag would have been open. So he goes like a traditional concept. I should have maybe rolled over this guy right here into this part of the field, but I actually kept him in the deep half of the field, because I thought maybe verticals was coming or something like that. So I should have been a little bit more aggressive, but ultimately, you see right here, he does have a few things open, but he just cannot make a read. We sent 5. The pressure got in there. He didn't have the best of pocket. Had he, maybe he would have completed that. And now here we go. It's a 4th down. Biggest play of the game so far. This is the first drive. Let's see what we cook up right here. Let's see what you know, the drive tells us, you know, what we should do. So right here, he's going to go short side bunch. I want you guys to pay attention to what I do right here. I'm going to rewind it real quickly. Boom. I know the speed out might be coming. Just so I have enough time, you know, he audibles and all that, I drift him out. So what the look I'm going to run right here, boom, you see the look. We're going to have this guy, Paul Krause, in this area of the field. What he's supposed to guard is going to be something like, you know, this part right here, and then with the switch stick, I could go up as well. So the thing is, it's beautiful. The hook curl could play both things at the same time because there's no pass lead elite. That's why I have him in that area. You're going to see what route combo he has. I have my user right here in this hook curl part of the field. Traditional look, cloud flat, double cloud flat, cover 3 on one side, and then cover 4 on the other side. Something that would have killed me right here was like a post, but that's why I have the switch stick defender right here to get back on him, to run back. We're going to see what he ends up calling and how I use the switch stick in our favor. Right here, we're going to play the tape. We're going to send 4. We're not going to contain, so we get our pressure. Boom. High level stuff. We just switch stick. So this guy at one point was able to guard this, and then we were able to jump back up and guard that. We knew the play was verticals. We swatted down and get the stop. And what I did with my user was I put him in a hook curl, because I knew verticals might be a threat. See right here, Derwin James is going to be able to play like this part of the field to this part of the field. Once I click off of him and switch stick, see right here, Krause is down here, but he has the potential to jump up here as well. Right here, we have the sidelines guarded, the speed out, we moved him out for a reason. Boom, sideline is guarded right here. And with that, we are able to switch stick onto Paul Krause from Derwin James, guard verticals, and the wheel route and R1 at the same time. That's high level breakdown. That's how you guys should run dollar. Play bend, don't break, and make your opponent work up the field. Use the switch stick, the best defensive feature in Madden 25, to your advantage to get stops like this versus elite players like